ZZ109FM Talk Radio. This is Elsie Jenkins here. It's a beautiful, beautiful November. End of the year. The trees are looking beautiful. We're alive and we're blessed to be here. Well, we got to get to work. We got to get to work because there's people on the planet that just doesn't matter how old, how young you are, they're always going to be there with their mindset of hate, their mindset of being a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. So we're gonna go ahead and start this end of the year off with information that's gonna help us. Information that's gonna make sure that we are doing the right thing. It's called integrity. Information that's going to kind of guide us and keep us on a confident level. All right, so in the studio today, we got some people here to help us out. We got LORATTI in the house. LORATTI, how you doing over there?
Ms. Jenkins, I'm doing fine. I've got my coffee and my vodka. Got my 5 shots of vodka in here, and I'm feeling really, really good.
Lord, LORATTI, you look like you feeling good. Let's see here. Also, we got a 10th grade education. Bob in the house. 10th grade education. Ooh, Bob, how you doing over there?
Well, I'm doing fine, okay? Looks like you ain't doing too fine with that greasy ass wig you got on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you say something else about my education, and we're gonna be up here scrapping.
Ooh, Bob. Ooh, excuse me. Lord have mercy. All right, I see. I'll stay off of that education for now. Lord have mercy. And we got Reverend No Show in the house with us today. Reverend No Show, where you been, Reverend No Show?
Miss Jenkins, I've been here, I've been there, I've been doing a lot of things trying to make sure that I end this year on a positive level of doing the most I can.
Well, Reverend No Show, it's good to hear that. It's good to hear that you're out there helping the people on the planet. Is what your job is, I per se. And we appreciate you for that. All right, so we're going to go into some information here. It's very simple information. We're not going to go back and forth. We're not going to bore you with every detail that's out there when it comes to bad and good news. We're going to focus today on the SNAP program, the EBT, also known as food stamps. If you old school, you remember food stamps used to be in this little brown, looks like a note, and you could, take those little brown, per se, play money notes anywhere and buy you food with them. They come in the mail. They come however they sent you to them, and you had them in booklets, and you used to go out there and tear out the coupons and get your food. Used to be a good way to try to supplement your income if you wasn't doing too good. Remember, everybody just doesn't get these food stamps. And we're going to go into the X, Y, and Z's of the food stamps. But let's explain why we're here today. That's the concern here. The reason why we are here. It's because of some comments made by Rob Schmidt. Now, Rob Schmidt, as far as I'm concerned, is a troublemaker. And he's on the so-called national news spectrum, causing these troublesome comments. So I've heard a few of the things he said, and it seems to be inappropriate any way you look at it. But the last thing I heard him say was that the recipients of the EBT SNAP program are using the benefits to get their nails and their hair done. Now, you kind of spill the beans when you take it there. You're supposed to be a responsible recipient of the news, and you're being completely irresponsible. So that's where we end up where we are today. I heard many of his comments, and he's got underlying issues with black people. You can tell. Now, remember, you have to be one of good integrity and spiritual connection to have this tool to tell that people have personal issues with you as a person of color. Everyone doesn't have this ability, and then you can use this special gift we have in person with someone, or via the video conferencing, when you can see someone on the image, like the news image Mr. Schmidt was on. You can tell. And that's the beauty of us as high spiritual beings. Doesn't matter if I'm with you or around you or in the presence of your energy, which is coming from the video. We can determine if you're good or bad. And Mr. Schmidt is definitely not on the positive side of things. Not with the comments. Irresponsible comments coming out of his mouth. So we decided we were going to go ahead and explore the SNAP system and these allegations he's made, which, as far as I'm concerned, that programming director should have brought him to the side, should have advised him, and he should no longer have a job. Because if the program director is providing this fuel for the fire, then that entire program needs to be removed. But if Mr. Schmidt is nilly-willy running his mouth, which it sounds like he's doing, he's coming off the top of his so-called educated head and coming up with all these bright comments. So we really believe that it's an overall project. I mean, everyone there knows what he's doing, and he's trying to do it at his best level, which isn't very good. He's not very good at what he does, which is sad and funny at the same time. He's not, but it just spews from his energy that he's a negative person towards colored people. So let's look at this spectrum here, shall we? Shall we look at it? All right. So Mr. Schmidt, he's trying to single out people, okay, which is hard to do when you've got so many people getting benefits. So many people getting benefits. So when we look at Mr. Schmidt, we ask Mr. Schmidt in our mental mind, where do you get this information about people getting their nails done and hair done with their EBT? So that's my first question. Where did you get this information from? So let's first take a look at this whole thing, okay? This EBT thing we've got here. Let's take a whole look at this here. All right. So it's a program for people that can't make but so much money. You can't have but so much, and that's the bottom line. Because if you acquire anything that gives you some kind of a wealth, a benefit, or a gain, it can disqualify you from the program. It's that simple. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. You do not have to be a biologist to determine how this program works. So we've got facts here we're showing you. I'm not going to read all these damn facts because if you can't read, you can listen. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this right here. These are statistics that they keep. And it's public information. Okay, it's public information. Now, we're going to go back to the early statistics because back in 2014, And we're just going to say white and black because we ain't got time to be going through this non-Hispanic white person. You know what the hell I'm talking about. If you're white, you're white, you're black, you're black. Why don't you just leave it like that? It says white persons that receive benefits, it was 9%. 9% in 2014. And black people, it was 28.2% in 2014. So it clearly shows a larger divide of black people were getting the benefits. Have I lost anybody yet?
Ms. Jenkins, you haven't lost me. I'm here. I got you.
No, I understand.
Ms. Jenkins, I'm with you.
Lord have mercy. Now, as we move up the spectrum, okay, in 2020, you'll see that the white percentage is now 44.6, and the black percentage, where's the black percentage at, Bob?
I don't see nothing. Oh, 27.
Oh, yeah, 27%. All right, so we look at this number, and you can see that there's a larger percentage in 2020. All right, so the majority of the people that we're talking about here, black or white, on the SNAP program, were white people. We're using information, factual information that is publicly available for everyone. So if you're going to say somebody's using their SNAP for their nails and their weaves, then you need to be specific. Where'd you get that information from? The last bit here is the most recent, 2023. You've got 35.4% are are white, and 25.7% are black. Now, don't get these percentages all mixed up. It's very simple. You just got, let's make it simple. If it was 10 people, this ratio you're looking at is basically 6 white people are getting benefits and 4 black people. Together that makes 100%. So you've got 6 white people and 4 black people. Okay? Now our country is made of more than 6 and 4. We've got a lot of people on these benefits in the country. But the bottom line is, if you're going to say somebody is using this benefit for their nails and their weaves, then you're talking about the 25.7%. Now, I've seen some white people recently, especially in the MMA fighting zone, women fighters, who braid their hair. And I must say, whoever braided these white girls' hair did an outstanding job. Beautiful, beautiful job. But I think their hairs don't necessarily need to have weave in it. So, Mr. Schmidt's not talking about white folks when he says this comment about nails and weave. It's black damn people. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure this crap out. So that's where we are in the beginning of this conversation. ZZ109FM Talk Radio. I'm Elsie Jenkins, and this man's comments were inappropriate. So, before we go into his inappropriate comments he made, because where's your facts on this? Let's talk about this SNAP program real quick, and let's talk about the inappropriate comment. Any comments before I move forward? Because I'm going to move quickly.
Ms. Jenkins, I've got to admit that, the program helps. And it's not the same generation of people that use the program for their whole duration of their lives.
I believe this is the majority is different generations that grow up, that need help, get the assistance, and there's just certain percentages of those people move up, get jobs, develop, become independent, don't need the service anymore, and it's a cycle. And I think it's based on the fact that, you know, if you have a silver spoon in your mouth, there's a lot more options for you versus if you don't have a silver spoon in your mouth. A lot of people get through high school and walk out the house and have nothing. And then what do you do when you have nothing? There's a lot of bad things you can do when you have nothing. But you don't have the resources really to be going out on your own at 18 years old. You just don't. So if you do find some way to live on your own, you're going to qualify for that SNAP program because you have nothing. It's not hard to understand how this system works. But it's a system nonetheless.
All right, as we move forward, let's take a look at some of these specifics about this program. Bob, do you get SNAP benefits?
That's none of your damn business. And the answer is, because I'm gonna be nice about it, is no, I do not.
All right. Because looking at that 10th grade education, Lord, I can't imagine you being on top of things right now. You got a job here, but my goodness, you squander your money. All right, here we go. So it's very simple. For people that don't know, all right, the SNAP benefits can be used for fruits and vegetables, meats, poultry and fish, dairy products, bread, cereals, snack foods, non-alcohol. These are the things you can get with this program. These are the things you can get. And your benefits cannot be used for services like your nails, your hair. So, Rob Schmidt's comment is factually incorrect and it perpetrates harmful stereotypes without evidence. So, people that generate news have a responsibility to communicate it in a fair manner. And it's not fair to say these things about a specific group that we know you're talking about without your evidence. All right, so we're going to move forward here. I already told you what you can use the SNAP benefits for, what you cannot use it for. Like you want to get a manicure or a pedicure, you cannot use your benefits. Most places like that don't accept those benefits for those services. Food businesses. Now, there was a little comment from him earlier talking about these benefits being used to get DoorDash. Well, if it's a hot food, you can get these things. The problem with DoorDash is they deliver it to your home. So who pays for that delivery fee? If there is no delivery fee, then there's no violation. So if they're delivering the food to your house, it's no different than you going to pick it up. But this man made it seem like it was such a crime to use DoorDash. I don't use DoorDash. I never downloaded the app. You sound so ignorant. You sound so ignorant when you're making those comments. I don't use DoorDash. I never downloaded the app. And you tell on yourself at the same time when you open your mouth. The lack of intelligence that you have within the throat of your body. But if they deliver this food with no fee, to EBT customers, then you cannot say or do anything to them. They are not in a violation whatsoever. No violation. Reverend No Show, do you do DoorDash?
Miss Jenkins, every now and then I might do it, but other than that, I'd rather go get my food and save on the fee.
That's right. They do have fees. Some of them charge you fees. What's not clear is, are they charging the EBT orders if they accept EBT? Because if you accept EBT, that means the EBT is going to cover the food. I'm pretty sure the EBT doesn't cover the delivery fee. Let's put two and two together. All right, so let's keep on moving forward here. Now, why is this man, Mr. Schmidt, we want to call him Mr. Schmidt the idiot because it sounds so good. Why is Mr. Schmidt the idiot's comments irresponsible? Well, it's very simple. He's an anchor, sending information to a wide range of people. And he has to be responsible with his comments he's making. If you're irresponsible with your comments, there are actions for being irresponsible. That's some of the rules for freedom of speech. Now, his claim that SNAP recipients use their benefits to get their weaves done during this news segment about the government shutdown, this statement is not only false, but it's socially damaging. And these are the reasons. It spreads misinformation, suggesting funds are used for services like beauty. That's misleading on how the program works and what it covers. We talked about that in the beginning of this show. So anyone out there can understand why his comments are irresponsible. It stigmatizes low-income individuals. Now, not to say that white people can't get weaves, but we're going to be real with it. We talking weaves, we talking black folks. And comments like this reinforce outdated and racist tropes, echoing the welfare queen myth popularized in the Reagan era. You purposely are putting black people in these situations and then get mad at them when they take advantage of them. Doesn't make any damn sense. And this irresponsibility that this Schmidt, the idiot, is throwing out there, it distracts from the real issues. Okay? Instead of focusing on food insecurity and the impact of government shutdown on 42 million Americans who rely on the program. And remember, of those 42 million, 40+% are white people. Are we making any sense here, Loratti?
Ms. Jenkins, you're loud and clear.
Reverend No-Show?
I get it, Miss Jenkins. You haven't lost me yet.
Bob?
I understand, and I'm drinking my vodka and coffee right now, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Let's keep it moving then. Lacks evidence. So his irresponsibility, if you got evidence that kind of supports this, then you need to go ahead and provide that, because there's no data, no credible reporting supporting that SNAP recipients use their benefits to get these things that the benefits don't provide options for. So there you have it. We put the information out there pretty quickly, and we covered the irresponsibility of Schmidt the idiot's comments. So now let's look at the bigger picture, okay? This man is spewing rhetoric. That's his MO. I've listened to him enough to realize that you're not providing news, you're providing rhetoric towards a certain population of people, towards certain issues that you want to inflame out of control. Okay? So this rhetoric fuels public resentment towards social safety nets and undermines the efforts to support those vulnerable communities. He is not working in a window of responsible journalism when he throws this rhetoric out multiple times a session. Anytime he does any kind of news session, there's multiple opportunities for him to throw the rhetoric out there, and he does so with no problem. All right, so let's take a look here. And we're going to put it out there. The facts and the truth. Because a lot of people don't understand the SNAP program, don't understand how these things work. If you go back in time when you used to have the stamps in the booklet, you had people. Well, let's look at it like this. First of all, you have to have integrity when you do something on this planet. When you apply yourself to things, you have to have integrity while you're trying to apply yourself to things. So, when you receive your SNAP benefits or food stamps, there are rules that you have to follow. And no one's going to look over your shoulder and see if you're following those rules. No one. Now, it's very simple. Very, very simple. Now, before I go into this, black people out there, you might want to sit down. Because if you're standing up, you're going to fall down. Because everything I'm telling you is damn true. And if it applies to you, your ass ain't right. You weren't right then, and if you're still doing it now, you ain't right today. So let's understand why Mr. Schmidt would say some comment like that without specific evidence. We have a history. We have... Bob, your damn phone, I'm going to smack that damn phone.
Oh, yeah, that was my church telling me I got to come pick up them pork chops.
Lord have mercy. It's very simple, people. When we had the booklet of stamps, you got so many stamps, $100 of stamps, $50 of stamps, whatever you got. You realize that during those times, you was getting them because you were struggling. So, black people and white people are smart. If I got $100 worth of stamps, but I need $50 cash because there's things I can't buy with these stamps, I'm going to sell these stamps to somebody for $50. Meanwhile, they'll have $100 worth of food. And that's what was happening. First of all, you got people that are down trying to get up. So being innovative is part of human nature. Was it right? No, it wasn't right, because it clearly tells you in a moment I'm going to show you what you can and cannot do with these benefits. That's what was happening. It's a barter kind of system. If you know what barter means, it means that you're trading something for something else. Whether you're doing it for someone that really needs the help, meanwhile you're benefiting $50, the bottom line is, if you had the integrity and you applied it to the system, you couldn't do that. The system does not allow you to share the benefit with anyone else. Fast forward to today, we have the EBT card. The same thing is most likely happening with those innovative minds that use this program. If there's any way that I can go in somewhere and barter this benefit I have, then that's why you would experience someone going to maybe someone's professional shop or personal uh, uh, shop, which might be their home, to get your hair done. I'm going to give you this and you give me this. It's a bartering system. But it clearly lets you know that you cannot trade your benefits for something else. Now, let's go into that real quick. This is called SNAP fraud. Specifically, trafficking benefits, and it's a federal crime. So you black folks that were standing up, maybe some of y'all done fell the hell down right now, but you know what? Don't bump your damn head. If you're sitting down and this don't apply to you, this is just general information. And if you're sitting down and it does apply to you, and your ass has been out here trading your benefits for benefits that you can't get with your benefits, then you are in violation of a federal law. These people have all their avenues covered. It's just a matter of when you're going to get caught and if you get caught. But for what you're doing, you're not supposed to be doing it. Now, have I lost anybody yet? Don't say anything. Just say something if you're lost. Lord have mercy. Now, if you are doing this, if you are trading your benefits for something, okay, the penalties include disqualification from the program, fines, paying back the money, and possible prison time. You can go to prison for your benefits you'll get if you're abusing them. Trading your SNAP benefits for non-food items or services like paying for hairstyling is a violation of the federal law 7 U.S. Code 2024, which governs the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. This type of fraud is known as trafficking SNAP benefits, and it includes selling your SNAP benefits for cash, trading your benefits for non-food services like hair, nail, rent, drugs, booty, ooty booty. That's right, ooty booty. Some trade the ooty booty for the duty. Lord have mercy. Using someone else's EBT card without authorization is in this window of violation. So there you have it. There you have it. Now, the question is, do you have documentation that this is happening? Because if you don't, you can't make those kind of comments, Mr. Schmidt, the idiot. And anyone that's your superior at that location should be on the top of your ass. But you see, they're all in cahoots with this rhetoric that you're throwing out each time you get on the newscast. You should be ashamed of yourself. And with the direction you're going, I don't see your career lasting very long, Mr. Schmidt, because no one's going to have you on their platform speaking rhetoric. All right, so as we close up this talk radio show, and I'm telling you now, there's not much to talk about, because we talked about the facts. We were very specific. I don't think we lost anybody. I think I communicated very clearly. I think you all understand what I'm saying. You're either doing the right thing or you're doing the wrong thing. If you're using your benefits and buying yourself food, then that's what you're doing. But if you're using your benefits and giving up the booty, ooty duty, and want some supplements for that, then you are in violation of your benefits.
Miss Jenkins, did you have a little too much coffee?
Well, I had a little too much vodka in my damn coffee. And I'm feeling kind of good. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. So there you have it. Your SNAP benefit traffickers. They're the ones. And grandma could be a trafficker. If grandma is taking her benefits to get a ride from here to there and say, here baby, go in there and get you some things. Thank you for giving me a ride. Grandma is now a damn trafficker of benefits. You can't share your EBT with others. It's part of the rules. It's just part of the rules. You have to have the integrity to follow your rules and follow them to a T to allow this benefit to be a benefit for everybody. It's that simple. All right. Now, remember, it works two ways. I mean, you can be in violation of, using your benefits wrong, but the hairstylist that accepts your payment through the SNAP program is in violation of that same federal law. So if a hairstylist knowingly accepts the SNAP benefit in exchange for services, they have committed fraud. They don't have to get the SNAP benefit. It's just hand to hand. You hand it to me, I hand it to you. Now we both in trouble. Both of us are in trouble. So if you both get caught, both of y'all get federal possible violations against you. Conspiracy to commit fraud and aiding and abetting. We're talking about the feds here. This is the Fed program. You think the feds don't have things in place just in case you decide you want to abuse their program? You done lost your damn mind. We talking about the federales. The federales, they got things in place to lock your ass up if you think you're going to get over on them. They know what people are doing, and they know what they have control over. If you can't control 1% of 99% people, you can't control them. You've got over 1 million people on this system. Unless it is outrageous fraud, which documentation can build up on that, like the sports betting dudes, okay? All these people, and I don't know why I'm changing the subject, because, Lord, we're talking about SNAP, but let me tell you something, it's the same damn thing. These damn people out here making money, being coaches and all this stuff, players, and they're going back and messing up the betting. And rigging the bet. And rigging poker games and all that other stuff. It's the same damn thing. Unless it's big enough, the feds ain't gonna touch it. But if it's big enough, if your EBT thing is crossing state lines and such forth, oh, they gonna get that. They gonna get that. They gonna wrap that up. They gonna lock that up. And they gonna take that in. Because that's an attaboy on their record as to what they've prosecuted. But this grandma going over here and giving her grandson some EBT card to go get him some food because he gives her a ride every day. Ain't nobody prosecuting that. Get real with it. And this Mr. Schmidt is the kind of man that sits there and exploits what little things we do. Who knows what the white people do on their end when it comes to these same violations? We don't care. We don't care. So there you have it. I've put the information out there for you to understand. Number one, what rhetoric is and why it's inappropriate. Number two, who's providing the rhetoric? Mr. Schmidt, the idiot. Number three, what is the SNAP program? What can you get with it? Number four, what can't you get with the SNAP program? Weaves and getting your nails done are things you cannot get with the SNAP program. Well, how could you get those things? Well, you're going to barter. It's been done for centuries on this planet. Human nature to trade. But the program tells you specifically, do not, and do not. And we're not going to watch over you. You got to have the integrity to make sure you do not do these things. Because if you do, you're in violation of your benefit. So there you have it. ZZ109FM, this is Elsie Jenkins. It's November. It's a beautiful end of the year. We're still here trying to make it to 2026. But we're still dealing with these little seeds of rhetoric floating in the air waves from real specific sources. These sources aren't like us here at ZZ109FM. We have a very low budget here. I'll admit it. We're drinking coffee and vodka when we should be having mimosas. But this is the best we can damn do. It's the best that we can damn do. But this Mr. Schmidt's on a very, 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 very invested platform, throwing rhetoric out in regards to black people. You're not talking about white people. You're talking about black people, Mr. Schmidt. And if you're going to talk about black people, Mr. Schmidt, make sure you have your evidence. Mr. Schmidt, the idiot. You make sure you have your evidence before you open your mouth. Or it's rhetoric. Let's look around the room here and tell me right now, after this show, what is your perspective on what we have covered? Reverend No Show, you first.
Miss Jenkins, I believe after this show, I realize that we must have faith, we must walk with integrity, and we must make sure that we do the best we can to do the right thing. Now, I realize that sometimes temptation is out there, and temptation makes you want to do things that may make you feel like you're getting a benefit. But sometimes that temptation is just a false feeling. Do your best to do the right thing. That's what I get out of this show, Miss Jenkins.
Beautiful, he said, Reverend No Show. I got a small tear in my eye. LORATTI, what do you think?
Well, Miss Jenkins, let me give you some tissue here. I have to agree with Reverend No Show 100%. It's an integrity thing. Do the right thing. Try to help your situation. But don't rely on these SNAP benefits. Life is bigger than that. You just have to get a plan and implement that plan. You have to. And you have to keep trying. Even if you fail, you have to keep trying. Don't resort to options that are going to just get you in a deeper and darker hole. Try your best to get out of that situation by one step at a time mentality.
All right, and 10th grade education, Bob, I'm interested in your answer. Lord have mercy. What do you get out of this show?
Well, Miss Jenkins, first of all, I realize your wig is crooked. You might want to fix that. Then I realized, you know what? There's a lot of people out here, white or black, doesn't matter, that are just trying to survive and do the best they can. And that's all you can ask in a country that squanders and throws away billions and billions and billions of dollars to other countries every year. People aren't Americans getting billions of dollars like Israel. That's right, I said it, Israel. Billions of dollars going over to them when we got Americans over here that need help. It's been going on for 50 or more years. Money going out of this country to other countries and not helping the white and black people in America. So as far as I'm concerned, y'all need to keep on selling them food stamps, and y'all need to go ahead and get y'all damn whatever you can get with them food stamps and that SNAP program. And I'm gonna tell you now, you gotta go ahead and sell you some food stamps so you can get you some liquor, then get you some liquor, cause football's coming on today. And I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be some good football games, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Lord have mercy, Bob. Calm your ass down. You're going the wrong direction with all of this. My goodness, that vodka is getting to you. ZZ109FM Talk Radio. Excuse Bob. 10th grade education, Bob. We're in here drinking vodka and coffee. So please, if you get a chance to put some vodka in your coffee, you got to damn do it. It is the most delicious. You can't even taste the vodka, nor can you smell it after you done had about 4 shots. Lord have mercy. So now we all at work with our coffee cups, just giggling and smiling and so forth. And Bob, I think Bob had just too much vodka in his damn coffee. Lord have mercy. Okay, all right, Lord, let's do that. Whoop. All right, here we go. ZZ109FM, hottest radio station on the planet, ZZ109FM Talk Radio. I'm Elsie Jenkins, and we're signing off on a positive note. It's 2025, but you got to make it to 2026, so watch your back. People in the UK, and I just putting this out there, on a train stabbing attack. You know, over there, they don't really have the access to guns like we have over here. They have access to knives. So remember, you've got to watch your back. If you're on a train, if you're in the grocery store, wherever you are around people, keep your guard up. And I'm going to tell you now, Grandma have a little knife. I carry a little knife with me just in case I got to stick a mother sucker. I'm telling you now, you come at me wrong, and I'm sticking you back. I'm sticking your ass back. I'm telling you now. Lord have mercy. But these people in the UK, a lot of them got really, really injured from this knife attack. So, people's agendas you don't know, but make sure you watch your back in 2025 in order to make it to 2026. ZZ109FM, you guys enjoy your damn November and December and do the best you can out here. Take care of your families, feed your families. You don't have to starve. There's programs in place, but don't abuse these programs. You use the programs as long as you need them to get off of your feet. All right, you guys have a beautiful end of 2025. This is Elsie Jenkins. Take care.